What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all up for long. It's been a while. I missed you all. We are in the midst of the beginning, the genesis of November's Starrcade NWO Revenge MLC. Booker T, can you dig it? Sucker! Attitude Era Powerhouse is the free-to-play MLC champion, while Stacy Keibler, oh, my beautiful Miss Keibler, Miss Stacy, driving me crazy. Attitude Era Trickster is going to be the Chase MLC. Now, the Talent Up has already begun and already been initiated, and your boy was able to go in and make it happen. Now, the sad part about me is that sometimes it's real tragic, because whenever I clear out a Talent Up, you might as well think of that scene from Avengers with Gamora and Thanos after Thanos did his thing. If you ain't seen it, well, you know, and it's like you finally did it, but at what cost? Everything. Ish got real. I tried my best to go ahead and get this stuff knocked out the right way. I listened to what Merrick said, and it still didn't go the way it planned. But you know, I have no regrets. As you can see, we got a couple 5-star bronze this go around. Math was never really my strong suit, but you know, look, we walked away with a 5-star Doink. We got a 5-star Vader. We got a 5-star bronze Trish Stratus, ruthless aggression. And of course, we did some power moves that we said that we were going to do, and we stuck to it. We made Sika go 5-star bronze. We got Bradshaw 5-star bronze. And I actually like his setup. I've never been a guy that's big on straps and skill plates, but sometimes you have to make an adjustment, and I think I'm doing good with this Bradshaw setup. Now, y'all let me know, too, because I need to know something, because, again, I feel that straps, skill plates, affiliation straps, when you get to that point in the game, that's when you're really, like, when you start pulling for straps and everything like that, or seeking out skill plates, that's when I feel like you're either on the precipice of, hey, I like having fun with the game, but I also need to have a little edge just so, hey, don't take the fun away. You know, you got to have that in-game mindset just so you can have fun, if that makes sense. And then you got other people who are blatantly like in-game, like, no, I'm in a top 1% faction. We get busy. I'm going to spend on this because not only do I need it because of the type of opponents I'm going to go up against, but my teammates are going to need me to back them up just in case there's something they can't handle. So when you get in the straps and skill plates, I feel there's literally like a split on how people are. There's some players, you know, free-to-plays or pay-to-plays or competitive players that are all in for getting them, and then there's other players who don't care about them not so much. Depends on who you are. But I know one thing. I got one doggone legit boss plate, and I told y'all the story about that, and I held on to that plate for the longest time because I didn't know who was going to go on, and it's going to go on, of course, Bradshaw. Now, again, I wanted to ask y'all something just so you can let me know, because I'm not good with metals like that. Is this percentage metal Fury better, or would it be better to opt for this one, like the flat rate move damage? Y'all let me know in the comments below, because again, I know that after seeing what it does on the Hell Mode tours, it was the best option for Bradshaw. And oh my God, the dude can't die. I see why people have him on showdown squads. But I don't know which one's better, the percentage move damage or the flat rate move damage. Y'all who are the expertise, let me know so I'm doing the right thing with it. And of course, I had to take my waifu up. Now, my waifu, we're running a little bit of Fury takedown here. We might switch it over to go full move damage once her 1 MP black move is fully maxed out. But for right now, we're doing a little bit of both. We're double dipping move damage and gem damage combined. We also had this DX assault skill plate on her, so we can make this cyclable. So your boy Zeke 4-0's, I love having a good time, but it ain't nothing wrong. Like, if you notice, I only got skill plates on certain people. So it isn't a thing like everybody else. I'm just saying, not everyone needs a strap. Not everybody needs a strap. For instance, y'all, I am still sitting on an affiliation strap for George Animal Steel. I am still sitting on it. I haven't maxed it out. I haven't reinforced it. I haven't equipped it to anybody yet. So it's one of those things, like, it depends on your play style. There's champions on my team that could easily use steel, but then it's also like I got heavy hitters that do enough business for me. I don't really need it. Now, if you can tell by this, I got the legendary strap for Booker T. So I was able to max out this situation, this talent up. But like I said, at all costs, it cost me everything. Now, here's something that is cool too. They switched it up. You get to choose your own skill plate. Honestly, the only reason why I did this from the jump was to get the skill plate. I literally just wanted a skill plate that would benefit me. And this is, again, one of those things where I want to break some things down to you. And this video is all over the place. It's cool. But, this is something that I also want y'all to consider. Like I said, you want to log in every day, get your daily claims. This is going to help you out. Log onto the portal, get your stuff. Any free things that they possibly, if we get another Scopely ID event, like how we got the 4-star bronze blue MP Andre Trickster Giant setup, if we have that happen in the midst of Thanksgiving time, turkey season, Black Friday shopping, be on the lookout, y'all. But we just playing it smart. We had to dip into the prize wall a little bit to divvy up some ends so we can get that one skill plate. But I had to decide which skill plate I wanted. And I came down to this. I understand if this is something that I want players to also get, because this is cool to understand. It's one thing to future-proof your account with a guarantee. And then there's another thing to go with a straight-up guarantee. And what I mean is this. For instance, Aftershock, right? I could choose from any of these skill plates. I was hurt that two words for you wasn't here. And I am going to be in awe of the fact if I end up coming across, 2 words for you or cheap shot later on down the road if something happens, right? But also look on the portal. Just make sure to check out the Flash Market. The Flash Market's telling you where you can also look for other things, right? I went to choose off of here, and I had to think. Do I go for a future-proof guarantee, or do I go up with a right now in the moment guarantee? And what I mean is this, okay? Aftershock. A lot of people use Aftershock. And I can look at my account and be like, okay, I could put this on Vader. Or I could get it and pray that I pull Keith Lee, because we know how much a god Keith Lee is, right? I could easily do it. But it's too long of a future-proof guarantee for my account. Now, if I was only 2 shards off on Keith Lee, I would have gotten it. I'm not going to get a skill plate that's literally just going to collect dust. I have many of them already. And again, like I said, you don't have to put a legendary strap on anybody. But when you do put a strap on somebody, I feel it's kind of like putting a legendary strap on a character is the same way as you maxing out like a full 6-man squad of Pokemon. Level 100 IV straight. It's the same way like with your crew here. You want some representatives of your classes, your era, so on and so forth. You're putting trust in that character to hold you down in content. The same thing with a skill plate. You shouldn't be putting legendary straps on everybody just because it'll cost you later to remove them. Trust me, I know. And you shouldn't be putting skill plates willy-nilly on people. You should be putting your skill plates on your starter champions, like your starter Pokemon. That's how I look at it. I don't have Keith Lee. So on one side, I could easily future-proof my account by having an Aftershock. But at the end of the day, when would I finally pull Keith Lee? How many rounds of scoped would I have to endure until I finally got him? Maybe I do 1 round and I get him. Maybe it takes me months to get him. That's the whole point that I want to prove here before I leave. I could have easily gone with heavy mechanicians. I could have gone for another bad attitude, an eternal positivity. But these are things I want to break down to you all, okay? Could have gone with bad attitude. I got 2 of them already. I got 1 on Rey Mysterio and 1 on my Embrace Division Seth Rollins, because it makes him cycle a whole lot easier, let alone if a cascade happens after he destroys the Blue Gems. He's my heavy hitter. I don't even have his other gear, his drip gear yet, but he does the job. He clears blitzes for me. He clears feuds for me. He clears all content for me with that 4 MP charge move. So why wouldn't I put bad attitude on my go-to husbando striker? You see what I mean? Then eternal positivity. Eternal positivity. Okay, I know my boy got retired. I know he ain't going to be the upper echelon anymore. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. But at the same time, It's a solid plate for him for what he does. Now, I can easily go through, maneuver my account, look around, and this could go a multitude of ways. I could easily put this on China. That could easily be something I could do. I could go and break blacks and then get my purple cycle so I can keep on cycling, so on and so forth. There's different ways you can run it. But Fiend was my go-to showboat for the longest period of time. But now Bradshaw is. Bradshaw doesn't need this. He needs the legit boss plate. So that's what I go for. General's orders. It's on my powerhouse, my go-to guy. Walter on the modern era side. But then on the legend side, I got Sika. Sika would benefit more from the blast gem skill play, where I can just keep a blue bomber. More blast gems on the board, right? Already, plus with the low MP charge, Bradshaw and Rusev and Typhoon and Ray on him, he's going to be dangerous. He doesn't need the General's orders. He would need the blue bomber. But Walter needs General's orders. You see what I mean? So when you go for your skill plate choices, there's two ways to go about it. If you are certain that you are going to hunt down Keith Lee, then go ahead and get the Aftershock. If you are certain you are going to go after someone the likes of Otis, you go after heavy mechanicians. But for me, I went for a plate that honestly, it's a color scheme and moveset that a lot of champions on my squad have, and I think it was the best route for me, and that was Honky Tonks Blues. The reason why I chose Honky Tonks Blue was, well, on one side, I look at Drew, and I'm like, okay, we could make something happen there. That's a possibility. Then again, I also liked Hall of Fame Honky Tonk Man, so boom, that's another reason to do it. Then I look at the scheme for a guy like my Ricochet. That would benefit him. Characters like Doink, that could help. DX, HBK, even though he doesn't need it, that could help. So I went with the thing that made the most sense. That's the thing. The Smoke is cool. The Smoke is a good move set up too. I'm not taking nothing away from it. I could have done some shenanigans there too. I could have seen something happening there. If I believe right, I think I could have easily done that with DX HBK. I could have done that with him. I could have wiped the dust off my AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. But I went for a plate that legit in the moment made the most sense to me. And Honky Tonk Blues, whether it gets service at the jump, the point is, it's an in-game skill plate that I could use right away, right here and now on one of my heavy hitters, and I'll be fine. So when you come to this part, if you already maxed out the talent up and you already got it, let me know which skill plate you chose, because they got multiple ones here, a lot of good ones, a lot of lucrative ones, breaking gems and turning other gems into another color at the end, making it easier for you to cycle, or the MPs, you break a set, like 3 or more of a set color gem, and then you're able to go ahead and get some MP back, making it easier to cycle. Again, I'm a guy I like to have fun. I'm surrounded by a lot of in-game players that drop some incredible knowledge. My broskies, Zach Crabtree, James Money, these guys dropped some knowledge on me to help me figure out what I wanted to do. And I decided, I didn't have to go to the final milestone because the last 2 milestones don't offer up the solo points. My boy Zach brought that upon me. But on the other side of things, just because I had the feeling that I could make this happen, I went ahead and went the distance. So that means more than likely, depending on how this MLC goes, next MLC I might have to sit out. I'm cool with that because I remember the OG DJ NIZT saying back in the day when we had this, curriculum reconfigured and sorted out. You don't got to max out every MLC. But there's a blessing that's there that it is possible, depending on how hard you go and how hard your faction goes in, that there is a strong possibility. And I can't deny that maxing out the TUP events is one solid way of getting you started on the MLC to at least give you a solid opportunity and shot if you're going to do it. So you just got to play wisely and do what you want, do what's best for you. Now, for me, I was thinking, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy the 4-star pack for Booker T. Maybe, maybe not. I'm knocking out tours. I've done my part so far. I just got to knock out some more Booker T. Harlem Heat Booker's my guy. And I did want to mention this. Before I leave, I did want to mention something that's very interesting about Booker T. And I get that some people might not care about knowledge like this, but this is something about champions, and then I leave. What is something that's very fascinating about Booker T that a lot of people might not think about? In my earnest opinion, Booker T has hands down been one of the purest free-to-play units throughout the entire game. Now, we can say, well, back in the day, Zeke 4-0, when, Attitude Era, 5-time champion, Technician Booker T came out. He was a mega superstar. He was in the mega pools. Correct. But at the same time, when he came out, the superstar pool was highly limited. So he was one of the first on a pool just to get you to pull on the banner, right? Then you could say, well, Harlem Heat Booker, Attitude Era. What about that? Yeah, he was a mega superstar debut, but look at how easy it has become for many of us to pull him. And then you think about it on another side. We literally had a contest where we could pick up a yellow damaged legendary strap for Harlem Heat Booker T. Think about this. Outside of MLC champions like Can You Dig It, Booker T here, Powerhouse, solid option too, because Booker T got down. He wasn't playing back then, all right? When you look at the caliber of character, like outside of MLC free-to-play champions, right? How many characters normally get that kind of respect? Greg, the Hammer Valentine, had his little buff and rework. During Valentine's Day, we had that years ago. We had the revamp and buff, the Big Show, Mark Henry, a lot of guys that were butt cheeks, bootios, and then they got turned into something different, or they got gears that made them immaculate. But when it comes to Booker T, though, Booker T, if you really look at it, all of his variations have been free-to-play friendly. I've seen so many tech Booker T's at 5-star. I've seen so many 5-star Showboat Booker T's. All that are easy to pull in the key pulls, the briefcase pulls. For years now, you could pull them. You could pull on any Mega Superstar banner, and you probably pull them before the featured unit, right? Then we get King Booker, Ruthless Aggression Trickster. He was a chase. In other words, yeah, I get it now. You could pay for certain shards to get him. But inevitably, if you really did it and you put in the effort and you were with the right family, the right familia, you could have gotten Ruthless Aggression Trickster Booker T, King Booker, absolutely free. And now you got a powerhouse Booker T. Can you dig it? Absolutely free. You know what would actually be dope? And I'm not even going to be the irony that would be funny here. If they made a be-all, end-all Booker T, I don't know which way they would go about this. It would be interesting if we got a... No, wait. Never mind. I'm going to say it anyway. If we got a plat-haired Booker T, the one that debuted during the Alliance... I know that we got the long dreads with Tech Booker, but if we got the legit five-time version with that physique and everything, and they made him a mega superstar, you could have gone 5-0 on free-to-play Bookers, and the final Booker is a mega superstar unit. I think that would be irony. But to know that there's literally been 4 Booker T's in this game up to this point, and all of them pretty much have been free-to-play for players, depending on when you start playing the game, I actually find that fascinating because there's only a handful of characters that you can say that about. The same way, like I said with Naomi, you only got 2 variations of her. You had the Showboat version, and you got the free-to-play Acrobat version. There's only certain characters that they touch once in a blue moon, and there's other characters that they go back to back. But when it comes to the free-to-play side of things, whether you like him or not, Booker T seems to be that guy for you. And now they're making it even better. You could have gotten a god-tier free-to-play Trickster a few months ago. You can get a solid powerhouse this month. You had a tech version years ago holding it down, who was offensive with being able to do the random Stardust Green Gem Cascades back in the day. And then you had a defensive monster with the Protect Gems and everything being implemented when the trainer abilities were introduced. Booker T has served his purpose. He is a true journeyman of WWE champion. So all I'm saying is get him as high up as you can. I just find it like certain characters are very interesting. Like certain people they'll touch on. Certain people they won't. Look at Lita. Lita, You have the extreme. You have Team Extreme, the MLC free to play unit, and then you got the Hall of Fame unit. We haven't seen another Lita since. There's certain characters you could just pay attention to it and look at Edge. You got Brood Edge. You got Rated Z Edge, Zombie Edge. We just got a Zombie Edge. And we have the Ultimate Opportunist, Ruthless Aggression Trickster. There's still 3 Edges. And they withdrew the Rated R Superstar moniker so they can drop a Mega Superstar version of it too. Now, with this Booker T, I could easily see them making a gear for him. I could easily see them making a gear like I stated earlier with the twist and everything, the twisted hair. That could easily be a gear for this Booker T. There's a lot of ways they could go about it with Booker T, man. Like, Booker T is one of those guys, like, they really need to start bringing in certain gears or giving us essential uses to those clothes hangers again, man. Because there's so many characters in here that I think cosmetics are another part of the game, and I get the straps act as a part of the cosmetics. I dig that. I'm cool with that. I'm all for that. But I'm also looking at, like, gears are also something that make it different. Having something that makes your account different is something that's beneficial to many. Because, for instance, I could run Bradshaw one way, you can run Bradshaw another way. That's the whole uniqueness and diversity of champions. Like, we could have the same champion, but we might move different ways. You might like you might choose one finisher over another finisher. You might like a certain waifu over another waifu. That's what I love about this game. So we could have the same characters. It's just like life. We could all be looking at the same picture, but just have different perspectives. We could all have the same champion, but we run them different or prefer them differently. It all comes down to what you like in the end. But at the end of the day, hey yo, bad times don't last, but you champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You already know what's up. Drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button. Hit a razor's edge on that bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly. I'm no longer the bad guy, but I am still one of the guys. So it is what it is. We one of them ones. Because we from the Phoenix Risers bloodline. Acknowledge me. But at the end of the day, yo, that was for my boy Roman Empire. Look, y'all, I was blessed with this. I took some L's. I always told y'all when it comes to my account, I get everybody cares. Hey, man, someone might steal your account. Things are subject to change, man. I was just over 40 million coins 1 minute, and now, boom, I'm down to 2. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. And you got to know when to walk away. But I didn't know when to walk away because I had to finish the job. I had to finish the job before it concluded. But, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm grateful. My account moved up a little bit. And moving up some and making it count is better than none. I covered multiple classes. I covered multiple era categories. And I'm straight. Husbandos and waifus, equal opportunity, okay? We got it all done. We moving up, we building up our boy Batista because it's like, hey, he's IOW. I can use other tokens, meaning I can get another 5-star gold. More than likely, depending on how this goes, depending on the RNG drops of those emerald tokens, I might have a 5-star gold Batista before I have a 5-star gold anything else, and I'm cool with that. And I get, okay, we got the yellow MP reduction, we got the red MP reductions. That's cool. That's copacetic. But the guy's still a monster, and I love Batista. Back during the SmackDown versus Raw age, I get it. Everyone liked Word Life John Cena on SmackDown, and SmackDown was my brand. But, man, there's just something so intimidating about Batista. That music coming in before the remix, before the I Walk Alone. Bruh, you were gone, man. The only dude that could see Batista was Booker T, and that was at SummerSlam. And if you know, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. Did y'all max out the talent up? Are you having fun so far? I got to get off here and knock out my blitzes. My perks ain't all the way fully maxed yet, but I got Seth and I got DXHBK to one turn all day. So we're going to be knocking out some normals today while I have my day off. I'm going to enjoy it. And we just going to let the good times roll. So may y'all be blessed. Enjoy this upcoming weekend's festivities. Make sure to capitalize on all sides of champions, whether in-game or on the portal, via Facebook Messenger page, Twitter, whatever you need to do to capitalize and benefit not only yourself, but your faction fam. Do what is necessary. And you know what? Normally when you do what you're supposed to, everything works out in the end. So by all means, y'all, bad times don't last, but you champions do. Sorry for the long-winded video. I missed y'all. But let's just chop it up in the comments below. Also, Bad Guys Alley. I know I said the bad guy's gone, but I got to keep on telling y'all, leave your questions down below. Or we can just bypass it. It's cool. There's other YouTubers y'all can ask y'all questions to. So I get it. That they stream, I don't. But hey, if that's how we do it and we just wrap up Bad Guys Alley as if it never happened, hey, we'll write it off just like Vinnie Mac does multiple people in talent. So if that's what y'all want, if that's where we're leaning, y'all don't care about it, then cool. Y'all don't care, I don't have to care either. I just figured it'd be a cool little interaction between us as a community. If not, it is what it is. As long as you're entertained, I guess that's all that matters. So until next time, y'all, whether it's a showdown or a feud, best of luck to you all, and stay blessed up, take care of yours, and always know that no matter where you are, no matter who you are, what you do, you will forever be, in my eyes, a true champion. Peace!